John Woodvine, born on July 21, 1929, and died on October 6, 2025, was more than an English actor. He was a master storyteller whose voice, poise, and presence graced stages and screens for over 7 decades. With a career that spanned more than 70 theater productions and a similar number of film and television roles, Woodvine left behind a luminous trail of artistry and emotional depth that continues to echo in the hearts of audiences who cherished his work. Early life, the birth of a performer. Born in South Shields on July 21, 1929 to Rose, née Kelly, and John Woodvine, young John was destined for a life in performance. His early days were marked by curiosity and quiet ambition, a spark that would later ignite into a brilliant flame on the stage. He received his education at Lord Williams's School in Thame, Oxfordshire, where his talent began to take shape. Drawn to the power of words and the allure of theater, Woodvine soon found his way to the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, RADA. Graduating in 1953, he left RADA with not just a diploma but a dream, to move audiences to embody stories and to live many lives through the art of acting. His early years were a time of learning, humility, and deep passion for the craft that would come to define his life. The dawn of a dazzling career. The 1950s ushered in the beginning of a golden journey for John Woodvine. He joined the esteemed Old Vic Company, a home for some of Britain's greatest talents. There he honed his skills in the classics, stepping into the shoes of Shakespearean heroes and villains alike. In 1957, he appeared alongside Russell Napier, John Carlyle, and Edgar Lusgarten in The Silent Weapon, part of the Scotland Yard film series, a glimpse into his remarkable range that would only grow with time. Woodvine's versatility soon caught the attention of the Royal Shakespeare Company, where he became one of its treasured pillars. In Trevor Nunn's 1976 production of Macbeth, he played Banquo alongside legends Ian McKellen and Judi Dench, a performance that audiences and critics alike still recall with reverence. Later, in 1980, he shone as the calculating Ralph Nickleby in The Life and Adventures of Nicholas Nickleby, a landmark production that became a theatrical milestone. A familiar face on screen. Though Woodvine's stage work was extraordinary, his television and film appearances carried an equal weight of brilliance. His dignified presence often made him the ideal choice for roles of authority and integrity. From Z-Cars, where he portrayed Detective Insp, witty, to Softly, and New Scotland Yard, Woodvine became a household name in the portrayal of police officers, characters marked by depth, conscience, and humanity. The 1970s and 1980s saw his career flourish on the screen. He delivered commanding performances in When the Boat Comes In, Doctor Who, Edge of Darkness, and The Tripods. Fans fondly remember his portrayal of the Marshal in Doctor Who's the Armageddon Factor, showcasing his ability to bring complexity to even the most fantastical of roles. Woodvine also found himself part of acclaimed series such as Juliet Bravo, The New Statesman, and The Dust Binman, where his precision and emotional clarity made every performance unforgettable. Later, he appeared in popular modern dramas such as Shameless as Neville Gallagher and in The Bill as Norman Stamp, his roles spanning generations, always marked by authenticity and depth. In The Crown, 2016, he graced the global stage once more, portraying the Archbishop of York in a performance filled with quiet authority. His television legacy stretched from black and white dramas to high-definition streaming epics, an unmatched testament to endurance, talent, and timeless appeal. The magic of film and radio. John Woodvine's film appearances carried the same power as his stage and television work. In 1971, he appeared in Ken Russell's controversial masterpiece The Devils, where his intense performance added gravity to the story's emotional weight. His portrayal in Young Winston, 1972, under the direction of Richard Attenborough, showed his adaptability to both historical and dramatic roles. But perhaps one of his most cherished performances came in John Landis's cult classic An American Werewolf in London, 1981. His calm authority as Dr. Hirsch left an indelible impression, and he later recreated the role for the BBC Radio 1 adaptation, a sign of his enduring love for the craft and connection to his characters. Radio 2 became a canvas for his expressive voice. As Arthur Burling in Inspector Calls, Dr. James Shepard in The Murder of Roger Ackroyd, and Prospero in The Tempest, his voice carried wisdom, emotion, and the kind of storytelling that only true experience can bring. Through radio waves, he painted entire worlds, capturing imaginations far beyond the stage. Theater, his first and greatest love. The theater was where John Woodvine's soul truly lived. From the earliest days of his career, he dedicated himself to the art of live performance, where every gesture and every word carried immediate power. He began his journey with James Cooper's Renegades Theatre Company in Ilford, performing roles like the Conjure Man in Dark of the Moon and Claudius in Hamlet. With the Old Vic, he embodied a rich variety of Shakespearean characters, Vincenzo in The Taming of the Shrew, Duke Sr. in As You Like It, and Tybalt in Romeo and Juliet. His talent took him beyond the shores of Britain, performing on stages in New York's Winter Garden Theatre in the mid-1950s, a young actor already making an international mark. Over the decades, his name became synonymous with quality and devotion to craft. Whether as a nobleman, villain, or king, Woodvine's performances radiated truth. His commanding presence, deep voice, and emotional sincerity made him one of the most respected theater actors of his generation. A life beyond the spotlight. Behind the curtain, John Woodvine lived a life full of warmth, love, and artistry. He shared his heart and life with actress Lynn Farley, his devoted wife and companion in the world of performance. Together, they built a family deeply rooted in creativity. Their daughter, Mary Woodvine, followed in her parents' footsteps, becoming an accomplished actress in her own right, a testament to the enduring influence of her father's passion. Even in his later years, Woodvine continued to perform with the same dedication that had defined his youth. In 2012, while appearing in the musical Carousel at the Grand Theatre in Leeds, he collapsed off stage shortly after playing the role of the Starkeeper. The incident worried many, but with the resilience that defined him, he made a full recovery and returned to the life he loved most, the stage. Farewell to a gentleman of the stage. On October 6, 2025, the curtain fell for the final time on John Woodvine's remarkable life. He passed away peacefully at his home, aged 96, leaving behind a world richer for his presence. For fans, colleagues, and loved ones, his death marked the end of an era, a farewell to one of Britain's most graceful and dedicated performers. His legacy, however, remains alive in the echoes of his performances, the warmth of his voice, and the countless hearts he touched. From Shakespearean tragedies to modern dramas, from radio plays to film classics, Woodvine's artistry was woven with humanity, sincerity, and the enduring love of storytelling, a legacy etched in time. John Woodvine's career was more than a collection of roles. It was a symphony of emotion and excellence. He embodied the very soul of theater and television, bridging generations with his grace and talent. To his audience, he offered truth. To his colleagues, he gave inspiration. And to his family, he gave a legacy of love and artistry that will never fade. In remembering him, we celebrate not just an actor, but a man who lived for the beauty of performance, a craftsman whose life was a testament to the magic of art. His spirit will forever linger in the glow of the footlights and in every story told with heart, passion, and truth.